My name is Ángel Fernández Medallo. I'm from first of Bachillerato B, and today I'm going to talk about Charles Dickens. Here you can see the vocabulary and the most difficult words that I'm going to see. Charles Dickens was an English writer and social critic. He created some of the world's best non-fictional characters and is regarded by many as the greatest novelist of the Victorian era. So let's start with his biography. He was born in Portsmouth, England, the 7th of February of 1812. At the age of 10, his family moved to London. While he was a teenager, he started working as a journalist. In 1836, with 24 years old, he became famous after their first bestseller, The Posthumous Papers of the Pickwick Club. This work is still being one of the best works in English literature. A year later, he published Oliver Twist, in which he reflected the Victorian society. In 1841, he traveled to the US, when he was rejected by the society, because Dickens was against slavery, so he traveled back to England. 2 years later, in 1843, he published A Christmas Carol, known in Spain as Cuento de Navidad, a realistic and gothic novel that caused a huge increase in Christmas traditions, expanding it around all the world. In 1849, he started a tour around Italy, Switzerland and France. In that tour, he met some important writers of his epoch, like Alejandro Dumas and Julio Verne, and he fell in love with the Parisian society, that Paris was the cultural center of Europe in that epoch. When he came back from his tour to England, he published David Copperfield, who sold 100,000 of copies, that in that epoch was a lot. 5 years later, he published Hard Times, in which he reflected the industrialization process and the life near industry, and also the problems of capitalism. In June 1865, Charles Dickens suffered a train accident in France, but he survived. After the incident, he wrote The Linesman, in which a linesman has the premonition of an accident. 5 years later, in 1870, Charles Dickens died at the age of 58, in God's Hill Place, his house, and he was buried in the Westminster Abbey. And that's all about Charles Dickens and about my oral presentation. Thanks for watching.